When the Social Security Administration confirmed that the 12-month withdrawal window would close on November 1st, it marked a quiet but crucial turning point for millions of retirees. For those who filed early, especially during the pandemic, this is the last chance to reset their claim, withdraw their application, and refile later to unlock higher monthly payments through delayed retirement credits.
Backhand index pointing right. If this information helped you, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're always one step ahead. We break down important updates like this clearly so you're never caught off guard. Join our community, stay informed, and take control of your financial future, starting today. Flexed Biceps Calendar.
The difference can reach more than $2,400 a month, yet the opportunity vanishes once the deadline passes. With recent processing delays and policy changes tightening options for spousal, survivor, and divorced spouse benefits, waiting even a few days could mean losing thousands over a lifetime. This isn't about chasing a loophole. It's about reclaiming income that many have already earned but might forfeit through inaction. The urgency now lies in understanding the mechanics of Social Security. How withdrawal differs from suspension, how earnings before full retirement age can affect payouts, and how benefit coordination between spouses or survivors can dramatically shift outcomes. Acting before November 1st ensures adjustments are processed within the same calendar year, protecting beneficiaries from missed payments and tax complications. The message is straightforward. Review your filing status, confirm your eligibility, and make your move early. This moment defines whether retirees secure the maximum benefits they deserve or watch a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity slip away. This is urgent. If you're receiving Social Security benefits, or if you recently filed, you need to act before November 1st. That's not a suggestion. That's a deadline with real consequences, especially if you're one of the many retirees who may have unknowingly filed early, locked into a lower benefit, and are now sitting on the edge of a decision that could cost you over $2,400 a month, every month, for the rest of your life. Here's what's happening. Social Security has a rule. It gives you a 12-month window to change your mind if you filed too early. That means if you started your benefits less than a year ago, whether it was during the pandemic or in the past few months, you have the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to withdraw your application, pay back the benefits you've already received, and reapply later for a much higher monthly payment. But once that 12-month period passes, the option disappears permanently. And for many people, that window is closing on November 1st. If you miss it, there is no redo, no appeals, no exceptions. And for some, the financial hit could add up to tens of thousands of dollars lost over retirement. This isn't about theory. This is about real money, real rules, and a real deadline. If you filed for Social Security benefits within the past 12 months, especially if you did so early at age 62, you're probably locked into a lower monthly amount for life. But if you're still within the 12-month withdrawal window, you can reset the clock and increase your benefit by as much as 8% for every year you wait up to age 70. That's why the November 1st deadline matters. The decision to withdraw benefits and reapply later can dramatically increase your retirement income, but only if you act in time. Now let's be clear. Withdrawing your application comes with strings attached. You'll have to repay everything you've received from Social Security so far. That includes every monthly payment, any spousal or dependent benefits that were tied to your record, and any taxes withheld. For some people that could be several $1,000s. For others it might be more. But if you have the resources or can structure your finances to make it work, the long-term payoff can be enormous. This option won't be right for everyone. It depends on your health, your savings, your life expectancy, and whether you have other income to rely on during the delay. But for many who filed early out of fear or confusion, especially during the uncertainty of the pandemic, this is your one chance to fix it. And here's something even more serious. The Social Security Administration isn't going to remind you. They don't send notices about your 12-month window closing. If you don't know the deadline and you don't act before it, the opportunity is gone. That's why this message is so urgent. We're not just talking about the withdrawal strategy either. There are other changes and timing issues you need to know about, especially if you're a surviving spouse, if you're divorced, or if you're still working while collecting benefits. Survivor benefits and retirement benefits have rules about when and how you can switch between them. If you're collecting survivor benefits, you may be eligible to switch to your own retirement benefits later for higher payout, or vice versa. But the timing matters. The date you switch can impact how much you receive and for how long. For divorced spouses, the same applies. Coordination between your own benefit and your ex-spouse can dramatically change what you're entitled to, but only if the paperwork is filed correctly and on time. You can't guess your way through this. You have to understand the exact timing, and you may need to contact Social Security or a benefits advisor immediately. Another important point. Working while receiving Social Security can reduce your benefits if you haven't yet reached full retirement age. In 2024, if you earn more than $21,240 before reaching full retirement age, your benefits are reduced by $1 for every $2 you earn over the limit. That's not a penalty, it's a withholding, but the impact can still catch people off guard. Once you reach full retirement age, the earnings limit goes away, and withheld benefits are recalculated, which could boost your future payments. But you need to understand this now. You need to know how much you're earning, how close you are to full retirement age, and whether your current work is reducing your benefits. If it is, and you're able to delay or suspend your benefits, it might be a smarter financial move. And that brings us to a critical distinction: suspending versus withdrawing your benefits. If you've already reached full retirement age, you can suspend your benefits. That means your monthly payments stop, but you don't have to pay anything back. And while your benefits are suspended, you earn delayed retirement credits, again about 8% per year. The downside is that no one else, including your spouse or dependents, can receive benefits on your record while it's suspended. It's a powerful option, but it has consequences. Withdrawal is different. Withdrawal is only available within 12 months of your first claim, and you must repay what you've received. But it completely erases your original application, letting you restart at a higher rate later. And again, it's only allowed once in your lifetime. These distinctions matter. They matter a lot, especially now, as Social Security Administration systems have changed, and processing delays are longer than ever. If you're thinking about withdrawing or suspending your benefits, you need to file your request early, not on the last day. Why? Because Social Security actions often take effect on the first of the month, and backlogs in the system mean that even timely requests may not process immediately. If you wait too long, your withdrawal might not be accepted in time, and your next payment could be locked in permanently at the lower rate. The November 1st deadline is a hard line for many. For others, the 12-month window might close later, but that doesn't mean you should delay. Every month counts. Every delay cuts into the lifetime value of your benefits. And once these windows close, they do not reopen. For retirees living on fixed incomes, Social Security is often the foundation of financial stability. Making the wrong move or missing an opportunity can cost you not just money but peace of mind. You've worked for these benefits. You've earned them. Don't let a missed deadline take away what could amount to thousands of dollars every year. So what should you do now? First, check the date you filed for Social Security. If it was within the last 12 months, find out your exact filing date. That's how you calculate your withdrawal deadline. Second, review your current benefit amount and compare it to what you could receive if you waited. Use the calculators on SSA's official website or speak with a benefits expert. Third, if you're considering withdrawing or suspending your benefits, contact the Social Security Administration immediately. Don't wait until the end of the month. Start the process now. And finally, if you're unsure where to start or if you need help navigating these options, speak to a qualified financial planner or Social Security specialist. But do it quickly. The clock is ticking. This decision could define your retirement income for the next 10, 20, or even 30 years. Don't let inaction or confusion rob you of what you've earned. If this information helped you, if it made you realize you have something to act on right now, share this video with someone you care about. Your spouse, your parent, your neighbor, your friend. Anyone who might be approaching retirement and doesn't know about these options. Comment below if you have questions or want to share your own experience. Like the video so it reaches more people who need to hear this. And if you want to stay updated on Social Security changes, benefit strategies, and urgent deadlines like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The system may be complicated. The rules may keep changing. But knowledge is power. And right now, acting before November 1st could be one of the smartest financial moves you ever make. Here's the reality. For far too many retirees, Social Security is the lifeline. It's not just a monthly check. It's the difference between paying the mortgage or falling behind. It's groceries on the table, medication in the cabinet, lights that stay on. That's what's at stake. And with the November 1st deadline just days away, every hour counts. Let's go deeper into what this really means. If you filed for Social Security early, maybe at 62, maybe during the stress and uncertainty of the pandemic, you might not have realized the full cost of that decision. Sure, the money came in sooner, but you locked yourself into a lower monthly benefit for life. And unless you act within 12 months of that first filing, there's no way to undo it. This isn't a scare tactic. It's not speculation. It's how the system works. Social Security gives beneficiaries only one chance to withdraw their application. 1. You must be within 12 months of the filing date. You must repay all the benefits you received. And you can only do it once. No second chances. No do-overs. If you miss this deadline, even by a day, your lower benefit is permanent. And for many of you, that 12-month window ends on November 1st. This is why the next step is critical. Pull your original application date. Go find your benefit letter, your confirmation email, your SSA.gov account, whatever you have. If you filed in the last year, look at the exact date. Because if that date is before November 1st, 2024, and you don't file to withdraw before then, your opportunity to correct course is over. And this isn't just about a few extra dollars. Let's do the math. Say you filed at age 62 and locked in a $1,600 monthly benefit. Had you waited until age 70, that could have grown to over $2,600. That's more than $1,000 per month, every month, for the rest of your life. That's over $12,000 per year. That's $120,000 over a 10-year retirement span, not even counting inflation adjustments. Missing the withdrawal window means missing out on all of that. So yes, repaying what you've already received can be tough. Maybe you've already spent that money. Maybe you'd have to tap savings or take out a short-term loan. But here's the hard truth. Sometimes short-term sacrifice leads to long-term stability. And in retirement, stability is everything. It's especially important for healthy retirees, those expecting to live into their 80s or 90s, and those with other assets or income streams that can carry them while they delay reapplying. Delaying benefits increases your payout by about 8% for every year you wait past full retirement age, up to 70. In today's economy, there's no investment with guaranteed 8% returns and zero market risk. But Social Security offers it if you know how to claim it. Let's shift gears and talk about spouses, survivors, and divorced spouses. Because this isn't just about you. Your claiming decisions impact your partner, or your former partner, and your children too. If you're collecting survivor benefits, you may be able to switch to your own retirement benefit at the right time for a higher payout, or vice versa. But the timing is everything. You need to know when your full retirement age hits, how your birth date aligns with benefit adjustments, and how switching strategies apply to your situation. Spousal benefits, especially for divorced individuals, are also governed by strict rules. You may qualify for a portion of your ex-spouse's benefit, even if you haven't spoken to them in years, as long as the marriage lasted at least 10 years and you remain unmarried. But again, the timing of your filing changes what you get, and whether you lose access to certain strategies forever. These aren't things most people can figure out on their own. The system isn't user-friendly. The language is complex. And many Social Security field offices are backlogged due to system upgrades, which have made response times even longer than before. So let's be clear, you need to act now. Not next week. Not on October 31st. If you're thinking about a withdrawal, start the process immediately. You'll need to fill out Form SSA 521, submit it, and arrange to repay the benefits you've received. If you're not sure how much that is, call Social Security. If you can't get through, try your online account, or go in person to your local office if possible. If you're considering suspending benefits, that option is available only after you've reached full retirement age. It allows you to pause your payments and build delayed credits. You won't have to repay anything, but no one else can collect off your record while it's suspended. It's not reversible month to month, so think carefully. There's also the issue of working while collecting benefits. If you filed before full retirement age and you're still working, you may be earning above the 2024 earnings limit of $21,240. For every $2 you earn over that amount, $1 of your Social Security benefit is withheld. That reduction isn't gone forever. It gets recalculated later, but it can seriously affect your monthly income today. This is why coordination is key. Every choice when you file, whether you work, whether you switch benefits, has a ripple effect on your total income across retirement. And all of this underscores one unavoidable truth. You can't afford to guess your way through this system. You need real answers from real sources. And you need to act before you lose your shot. So here's what you need to do. Find your Social Security filing date. If you filed less than 12 months ago and want to withdraw, you're on the clock. Log into your SSA.gov account and review your current benefits, earnings record, and estimated future payouts. Review your options: withdrawal, suspension, switching benefits. Know the rules. Call the Social Security Administration or visit your local office to start the paperwork. Speak with a benefits expert or financial planner if you're not confident navigating the system alone. And don't assume someone else is going to tell you when to act. The SSA does not send automatic warnings. No alerts. No countdowns. That's why this video matters. Because unless you already knew the rules or have someone advising you, you wouldn't even know you had this one-time opportunity. Let's be blunt. $2,400 per month is life-changing. Multiply that over 20 years, and we're talking about $500,000 in potential income that's on the line. That's why this deadline cannot be ignored. And if you know someone who recently filed, especially a parent, friend, or relative, tell them now. Ask them when they filed. If they're still within the 12-month window, share this with them immediately. Don't wait until November 2nd when it's too late. And once again, if you need answers, call Social Security, go to their website, or visit an office. Start today. The system moves slowly, and delays are real. If your paperwork is late, your benefit decision becomes permanent. Let's keep this as clear as possible. If you don't take action before November 1st, and you're within that 12-month Social Security withdrawal window, you will lose your one shot to undo a decision that could cost you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. It's not enough to think about it. It's not enough to wonder if you should have waited. You either act or you live with that decision for the rest of your retirement. And the government isn't going to knock on your door to warn you. The letters won't come. No reminders. No last-minute emails. The deadline passes quietly, and then it's gone. And it's not just about the withdrawal. If you're working and collecting benefits, if you're a surviving spouse, if you're coordinating with a current or former partner's benefit record, every day that passes without strategic planning could mean leaving real money on the table. We're talking about the difference between scraping by and living comfortably. Between stressing about every grocery run and knowing your bills are covered. Between uncertainty and security. Now, let's make one thing really clear. This system is complicated on purpose. It's not designed for clarity. It's not user-friendly. And if you're trying to figure this out on your own, you're probably overwhelmed, and that's not your fault. But the confusion doesn't change the stakes. You need to know the exact date you filed. You need to know how long you've been receiving benefits. And you need to know whether a withdrawal or suspension could give you more income in the years ahead. Because once you cross that line, once your window closes, it is legally irreversible. If you filed early, if you regret it, if you wish you'd waited, this is your only off-ramp. After this, there's no resetting the clock. And this affects more people than you think. In the last few years, thousands filed early due to job loss, fear, or health uncertainty during the pandemic. Many didn't know about delayed credits. Many thought, I've paid into the system, it's my money, I need it now. And in some cases they absolutely did. But now, as inflation bites and retirement costs rise, More people are realizing they may have locked in too low, and now they're searching for a way to fix it. If that's you, you're not alone. But being aware isn't enough. You must act before the deadline. And let's talk about the repayment requirement. Yes, if you withdraw your application, you have to repay the benefits you've already received. That includes any spousal or dependent benefits connected to your record. Can be a lot. But let's not ignore the math. Repaying $15,000 today could mean gaining $1,000 more per month every month for the next 20 years. That's $240,000. That's retirement security. For people who can swing it, whether through savings, family help, or a short-term loan, it's often worth the cost. But you need to run the numbers. You need to speak to someone who understands the rules. And you need to start that process now. Not on October 31st, when it's already too late to get through to anyone. Now, what if you've already reached full retirement age and want to boost your benefit? That's where suspending comes in. This doesn't require repayment. You just pause your benefits going forward, earn delayed retirement credits, and restart later at a higher rate. It's another powerful option, but again, it needs to be coordinated properly. And no, you can't suspend benefits if you haven't reached full retirement age. That's a key distinction a lot of people miss. Also, suspending your benefit means anyone collecting off your record, like a spouse or child, will stop receiving those payments too. You need to factor that in. What you do doesn't just impact you, it can ripple out to others in your family. Let's not forget about the earnings test either. If you're working and haven't hit full retirement age yet, you're subject to income limits. For 2024, that limit is $21,240. Go over it, and Social Security will withhold $1 for every $2 you earn above that threshold. It's not a penalty, it's a temporary withholding, but it affects your cash flow. And if you're not expecting it, it can feel like a sudden cut. That's why working while claiming needs to be a strategic decision. Some people delay claiming until their earnings drop. Others accept the short-term hit knowing the benefit will be recalculated later. But again, these are choices that must be made intentionally. Not blindly. Not after the fact. And certainly not after the deadline. If you take one thing away from this today, let it be this. The clock is ticking. And the system won't wait for you to catch up. If you filed early, and you're still within 12 months, check your paperwork right now. Look at your SSA documents. Log into your account. Call Social Security. Get the date in front of you. Then decide. Is withdrawal the right move? If it is, file the paperwork immediately. Don't wait until November 1st. You will not get a second chance. If you're looking to suspend, check your age. Make sure you're eligible. Understand how it affects your household. And then submit your request ahead of the next payment cycle. If you're working, review your income against the earnings test. Don't let a surprise reduction throw off your budget. This is your retirement. This is your money. You've earned it. But now you have to protect it. Help someone else do the same. Share this video. Like it so more people see it. Comment below if you've gone through this process and can help others understand what's ahead. And subscribe so you don't miss any critical updates about your benefits. The deadline is real. The stakes are real. And the time to act is right now.